Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Karkadash. Double honors to the elders of Murray Millstone for pushing this word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim scattered through the four corners of the globe, pushing the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. And I say shalom to Akim. And this is a recent news article with the latest tensions, what's going on over there in the Palestine-Israel conflict. And you have the latest from the Jerusalem Post. This was posted by Jerusalem Post staff, and this was May the 10th, 2023. Because you know the time zones are kind of different over there in the Middle East in comparisons to the United States. And the title of this news article, it reads, you know, this is basically like an ongoing back and forth updates with the Israel-Palestine situation. And it says 300 Gaza rockets shot at Israel as ceasefire discussion continues. It says a tentative ceasefire will begin on Wednesday. The pro-media reports the diplomatic on source. It says a cease will be judged only by action. And then this is another news article as of recently as well too from the Jerusalem Post. You know, and that goes into the increasing of the wars and rumors of wars between the Israel versus, the Israel Defense Force versus the from the Palestinians and the Hezbollah organization as well too. And it says Israel opens the Pearl-Long campaign against Gaza. Benjamin Netanyahu reports. It says Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu spoke to the head of the local authorities in Israel South on Wednesday, amending the ongoing barrage of rockets fired from Gaza. It says we are open to the possibility of prolonging the campaign, strongly strike against Gaza. Right, because you got the increasing coalition between the pro-Iranian groups of the Houthi rebels and the resistance of the Palestinians and the pro-Iranian groups in Iran, their military group as well too. So I'm gonna bring out the Luke 21:9. This is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 9, and it reads to the Holy Scriptures. It says, and keep this in mind too, you still got that border conflict clashes between the pro-Iranian groups and the Houthi rebels and Hezbollah as well too, throughout Syria as well too. Even if they came with some type of little momentary ceasefire, and expected for those escalations are going to continue to increase. This is the book, I just want to add a note to that. So that border conflict between the Palestinians and the Israeli, which is the Israeli Defense Force, is going to continue to increase, even if they do have some type of ceasefire. Because what scripture comes into mind, that 1 Thessalonians 5:3, for when they think they shall say peace and safety, then some discretion come upon them. 1 Thessalonians 5:3, that scripture comes into mind, being that peace and safety state, being that peace and safety mode, and that's not the case. But, I just want to add a note to that. This is Luke 21:9, and it reads to the Holy Scriptures. It says, but when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be ye not terrified, for such things must first come to pass, but the end is not yet by and by. Right, because this is going to continue to increase. Even though we've been understanding this been going on quite some times, on and off, with the increasing like proxy wars, commotions of wars, rumors of wars, and nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom, as a prime example, And I'm gonna go to verse 10, bring up the whole chapter. So this Israel-Palestine conflict is going to continue to increase, even if they do make progressions of some type of ceasefire agreement, but it's still going to build up more escalation between these two, you know. And this is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 10, and it reads, "Then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom." Well, this is what we're witnessing and seeing increasingly now, so more than ever. Nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, you know. So with that, this was just a lesson that I want to bring out of this recent news article of the current Israel, of this current Israel-Palestine situation. As I brought out two news articles, and the first news article said it says Israel is open to prolonging a campaign against Gaza. Benjamin Netanyahu and his representation mentioned that, and then this other news article that I brought out as well too, as it says 350 Gaza rockets shot at Israel as ceasefire discussion continues. Even if they do come some type of agreement or some type of progression with the ceasefire, it's not going to last long, because this been happening previously, time after time again. But hey, those tensions are definitely going to continue to escalate on both sides. Definitely with the cross border between the Gaza Strip, the West Bank, and the southern part of Israel, Jerusalem and Tel Aviv, and the border of Iraq and Syria as well too. You're going to have nonstop and continual increasing conflicts through that region in the Middle East, So with that, once again, hopefully this lesson was edifying. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Karkadash. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone for preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the 4 points of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. And until next time, I'll say shalom.